with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin.
An incredible power was being released throughout the Kingdom of Everything. So much was his power that, with the simple pressure, he even made the two most powerful beings of the multiverse fall to their knees. That's right, the incredible Koru had awakened from his great dream of millions of years. A great chaos would be caused by all the universes because the power of this warrior was from another dimension. Could this Koru be awakened? But what happened? Why did he wake up so suddenly? I don't know, Daishinken, but even if we who are fused, we're not able to move freely. At that moment, a guy with a normal appearance would stand in front of them, but his whole body released an incredible dark aura. So much was his power that he stood in front of both deities. He didn't allow them to breathe. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought they had increased their power after these millions of years, but you're still the same trash I remember. Koru-sama, what can I do for you? That does not interest you, but I'll tell you this. I have felt a strong power, and I want to face that great power. Do you know who it is? Daishinken would be very surprised to know that Goku's power was so much that even Koru was able to perceive it. Meanwhile, with the battle of Goku and Nora, the battle of both warriors would become very even. But Nora's power was, with each passing minute, beginning to diminish greatly. At one point in the battle, Goku was able to hit Nora's stomach with a big punch, which would send him to a planet to crash. When he stood up, he would vomit large amounts of blood and his eyes were totally blurred. I can't believe it! Goku's power is so great that he can even make a rebel god kiss the floor. This can't be happening. The power of this Saiyan must be nothing compared to my power. I can't assimilate it. The damage he caused me is unbelievable. Goku at that moment would appear in front of him. Goku, without any expression, would pierce his hand, tearing out his heart, taking Nora's life completely. Instantly, he would throw a large sphere of energy which would begin to reduce him to simple atoms. That god resolved to be much more powerful than Daishinken's garbage, but he wasn't powerful enough to make me use 100% of all my power. Do you still have much more power, Goku? That's right, Nin, but there hasn't been a being that can make me use 100% of all my power. But I have a great intrigue with the guy named Koru. Goku would return to Ultra Instinct, beginning to explore all the universes of the rebel gods. But at that moment, a great catastrophe would be felt even in that place. That's right, the power of Koru was so much that it would even make Goku put a serious look. A god in the form of fire, which was approaching, would fall to the ground of a planet by the impression, and by the incredible pressure, Goku had not noticed its presence because its incredible power completely overshadowed it. Koru, how the hell have you released so much power? Your power, instead of decreasing after millions of years, has increased. This is incredible power belonging to Koru. I have nothing to do when facing these simple gods because even though they are very powerful, they're not able to make me use all my power. I'll be a waste of time. Goku would hold Nin again, and with his dimensional change, would begin to go to where that being was releasing his incredible power. But when he arrived, he would be surprised to realize that Koru was not releasing his power, giving to understand that bestial power was his base state. Koru was not releasing his power. Koru would release that two beings had arrived. At that moment, Nin would fall to the ground without being able to breathe. Goku would quickly throw a large sphere of energy so that Nin would be able to move. While Goku walked towards Koru, he would return to observe Zeno-sama. When I fight with this guy and release all my power, I'll finish you cursed. You dared to kill my whole family. I'll never forgive you for that. At that moment, Goku was face to face with Koru, who was in awe because his pressure was not able to bring him to his knees. As far as I can tell, you must be the guy who was able to make me wake up after millions of years. So you've been able to sense my power. That's interesting, since I always keep my power at a state of rest. You can't hide all your power, much less from me. I'm much more powerful, and I'm able to sense all your sea of energy. You're more powerful than me. Don't make me laugh. I've been training for millions of years, because I got trapped in a damn room. Koru, without saying a word, would give Goku thousands of blows in the matter of 2 seconds, which Goku was not able to see absolutely anything. falling to the ground with very serious injuries and vomiting too much blood, even to see if energy would begin to spin in a very irregular way, because the blows of that warrior had had the necessary power to even end the life of a king at all. That hurt me too much. You almost knocked me out, but let me see what you think of that. Goku would instantly switch to Ultra Instinct Phase 3, which would not impress Kemoru at the least. Goku would be a little upset after millions of years, and so Goku lashed out at Kemoru, who, to his surprise, was able to neutralize all of Goku's hits. With extreme ease, Knees, who was able to observe everything, was not able to assimilate, who had the advantage because their seeds were incredible, but she was surprised when she realized how Goku would be knocked down for a second time. This time, the whole planet with which he collided would explode, leaving nothing in its path. I hope that it's not all your power, because you'd let me down if in an incredible way. Goku would get up and begin to raise his power to the maximum. An incredible beast could be seen throughout the universe, while Goku was accessing the heavenly Super Saiyan. At the moment, all fur of all his body would become invisible, and Goku, without saying a single word, launched himself against Kemoru. To everyone's surprise, Kemoru was able to stop Goku's punch with one of his hands, and without making a great effort, he would deliver a blow to Goku. But this time, Goku was able to dodge it, which would draw Kemoru's attention, and at that moment, both would take distance. You're a very interesting guy, but if that's all your power, you've let me down, since this is only 19% of all my power. Goku, with a very serious look, would realize that he could not do anything against that warrior. Meanwhile, several rebel gods would head towards the multiverse of Zeno-sama, with the exception of one, which was the Saiyan god Yoshi. Finally, after millions of years, a king-level Saiyan like me's been born again. You'll be the perfect candidate to rule the territory of the rebel gods. Returning to the battlefield, four incredible masses of power began to collide, and while this was happening, all that incredible power began to enter Kemoru's body. That's right, Kemoru had increased his power to 42%, with which his power had grown in an incredible way. Kemoru, at lightning speed, was able to deliver a single blow to Goku, but the power of that blow had been so great that it would even leave Goku in a terrible condition. I can't believe it. Son Goku was able to kill both Zeno-sama's guardians and humiliate me as well. But Kemoru, against him, he looks like a simple child. Damn it, I have no choice. Even if I don't master it, I'll use it. Goku would return to his base state, but his power would begin to increase in a bestial way, going through each one of his transformations. Goku's gonna use his true power! I can't believe it! Goku would continue to expel his power in incredible ways. At the moment, a great explosion would be created by all that once was the multiverse of Zeno-sama. At the same time of dissipating, the smoke could be observed to Goku, which seemed to be in the Ultra Instinct. But the color of his hair and his eyes was of an intimidating purple color. I've never used this power before, but you're the first one to make me use my maximum power. So that's Son Goku's true power. Can't believe it. We're never opponents to him. No matter what we do, in case Goku wins the battle, he'll finish me. But I prefer to be Kemoru's slave. I don't want to die. At that moment, both warriors threw themselves against each other, but this time Kemoru flew away with hundreds of wounds all over his body, and at the moment of falling to a star, a great explosion was created all over the place, leaving everyone present astonished, because it was the first time they saw how Kemoru was sent to fly with such brutality and full of wounds. I can't believe this is happening. Son Goku's power was able to surpass Kemoru's power, which was said to that his power knew no limit. Now funny, this is the second time that being is able to hurt me. I can't believe it was with a being of the same race. It looks like you're enjoying it as much as I am, but I hope the battle can continue for much longer. Ha! Of course it'll continue for a long time. That's why even the rebel gods were afraid of my power. Kemoru, at the moment, would begin to expel large amounts of power. That's right, Kemoru's power was rising to an impressive scale. At the moment, lightning bolts were shooting all over the place, which everyone would dodge with great difficulty. I'm ready, Saiyan. Come and show me what you're capable of. Both subjects at that moment began to give each other excellent blows. That's right, both had left aside the defense. They only hit each other with the maximum of their power. At that moment, both warriors hit with each other with a big blow. Goku was sent to fly to a sea of lava, which had been formed by the explosion of the planets, while Koru had been sent to fly to a nearby star, destroying it completely. At the moment, both would vomit large amounts of blood. What the hell is happening? Why does my body hurt so much? I feel like I can't stand upright. At that precise moment, Koru would fall out of combat. Goku was not in the best condition. Since the battle against that guy had left his power on the ground, Zeno-sama and Daishinkan, including all the rebel gods, were launched against Goku and Koru. Goku would throw a great barrier on Koru, which was able to withstand several impacts, while Goku began to exchange blows with the gods, but he was not able to do anything to them, because he did not have even 10% of all his power. Nina at that moment would throw a large sphere of energy, which Daishinkan would vanish it completely. This is a perfect opportunity to fish with that damn Saiyan, and we won't waste it. All the gods were able to destroy the barrier that Goku had placed over Koru, and at that moment, they would throw an incredible power. However, a much more overwhelming power would be felt through that place, disintegrating all the power of the gods, and even standing in front of Daishinkan and Zeno-sama, who would recognize it immediately. But you're the mighty god Yoshi. The rebel gods, without caring much about Yoshi as the most powerful god, threw themselves towards him. But at the moment, Yoshi would increase his power in a bestial way. He looked like a beast since his power seemed to have no limit. The whole place would be destroyed than it already was. At the moment, from a great explosion, Yoshi could be observed, which was in its legendary state. It doesn't matter if you all want to face me. Do it anyway. You won't stand a chance against me. All the warriors didn't care and threw themselves against Yoshi, who was able to knock them out without any difficulty. They're still mere children compared to my true power. Yoshi immediately took Goku and Nin, Koru, and leaving him to his planet, which was in a place far away from the universe of the rebel gods.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.